Hello everybody, I'm Sneaksy Gamer and welcome to the America's Challenge Rift 21 for Diablo 3. Haven't tried this one yet, but it appears to be focused, it's Legacy of Nightmares, so we get increased damage and reduced damage we take for each item, each ancient item, and I believe everything was ancient, it looked like. Yep, all ancients. The only thing that's gonna possibly be a problem that I've seen is this pair of pants, because your resource generation and damage is increased by 25% while moving and decreased by 20% while standing still. And you can't really move while you're using some of these skills. But we'll give it a try. Like I said, haven't tried it yet. It appears to be focused on Blessed Shield.
There is always a better, faster way. Find it.
Okay, it doesn't seem too bad so far. But that doesn't mean anything. I've thought that with others in the past.
The crusade marches on.
Yeah, so far it's not too terrible, but as I said, that doesn't mean anything. I've thought that with some of the ones in the past, and they turned out to be pretty bad. I do like this. It's different. I haven't used something like this before. It is pretty fun to use that Blessed Shield like that. I didn't mean to activate that first skill there.
Chaff before the wind.
I'm not exactly staying ahead of the timer, am I? That's not good.
Patience.
Screw you, I don't have patience. I am not a patient person. Okay, that's not entirely true, but still.
Not ready yet.
Okay, at least they've got the longer duration for the steed charge, so when I do activate that, it lasts longer than just 2 seconds. Yeah, this is definitely powerful.
Make your peace quickly.
It's definitely got some power to it. Not sure that it's something I would use on my own time, but it's pretty interesting.
Power before Zakharum.
I mean, if I did use something like this, I'd make a couple of changes to it probably. I wouldn't be using the hexing pants, that's for sure.
Not ready yet. Make your peace quickly.
Okay, I'm a little bit ahead right now, but that doesn't mean anything. I do like this, though. That's what I like about the challenge rifts. You get to see different builds that you might not see necessarily otherwise. Okay, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do this.
The crusade marches on.
Yeah, I'm not gonna finish this in time, am I? Possibly, depends on how fast I can kill this guy. What do you know, I'm gonna do it. That wasn't too difficult, I guess. I didn't do it as fast as I could have, but I can always try it later on another time.
A great success.
I just wanted to do a video on it, and that was actually pretty fun. I enjoyed that. Let's go and claim my reward, though. Let's claim my reward. And now, I was hoping to reforge this thing. Do I have the Death's Breath for it? I've got 20. I don't think that's enough, is it? Oh, I don't have enough. I don't need Death's Breath. I don't have enough Forgotten Souls. Oh well, I can do that later on my own time. I'm gonna do a quick rift with this character just to show what I'm doing. A quick greater rift, actually, I guess. I'm really liking this character so far. I'll have to try to remember after I'm done to show what I'm using on it.
I wish I could do that.
I do need a lot more toughness on this character for sure.
We'll rip these brutes to shreds.
Like chaff before the wind. Patience. I must heal.
Yeah, I do need a lot more toughness on this character. because I do get killed way too quickly.
Crusade marches on. Fading.
Yeah, see what I mean? I die way too fast. But then again, I probably shouldn't be running Torment 10 level stuff just yet, and I am. I mean, my damage is perfectly fine for this. In fact, my damage I might actually be able to do higher, but my toughness just isn't enough right now.
I'm injured. By the light we gather.
Now, there's a reason I keep using my shield glare before I start using my hammers. Didn't mean to do that. That just wasted my steed charge.
I'm injured.
Sweet. That'll help quite a bit. Now, I'm using the shield glare or my falling sword before I start using the hammers because I'm wearing the pants hammer jammers, which that's just weird. But they increase the damage of my blessed hammer for 10 seconds against enemies that I hit with a stun. What was it? Stun, immobilize, or something else? Oh, blind, stun, or immobilize, I think it was. So I'm blinding everything or stunning them with my falling sword before I attack with my hammers because, well, usually for stuff like this I do anyway because that I'm killing them extremely fast then.
I must wait longer. I enjoy that.
For the elites, I'm making sure that I do that. Other stuff, not always, but
Strength fails.
as you can see, like I said, I do need a lot more toughness. But my damage output is incredible.
I must wait longer. Wounds heal.
Like, my damage output right now is really blowing me away. But it relies almost entirely on my blessed hammer for dealing damage.
Had enough.
My fate is rewarded.
Which, there's nothing wrong with that, I just need to make sure I'm able to use it when I need it.
Not yet.
Half the time I'm just leaving behind the minions too. I'm focusing almost entirely on elites. Unless I get just huge groups of the other ones, then it's mostly elites I'm fighting.
I wish I could do that. Had enough.
That wasn't really a huge group, but
Strength fails.
and here comes the Guardian. Now this is what I find just ridiculous. Guardian's dead. I finished one of these in like 4 minutes and 28 seconds or something like that last night.
My name is Ash. If you have a I may be.
I'm really enjoying this. really enjoying this character quite a bit.
I need to go back.
But now I gotta head back to town and
Your skill.
go up 2 levels from that.
Are you ready?
And let's see what Kadala's got for me. What do I want? Yeah, I'm using Hammer Jammers. The maximum roll for this is 400% increased damage, but 386 is pretty close. But yeah, enemies take 386% increased damage from your Blessed Hammers for 10 seconds after you hit them with a blind, immobilize, or stun. For the weapon, I'm using this because I haven't been able to get that one flail that I want to be at least good enough to replace this. It doesn't have to be better than this, but good enough that I don't lose a huge amount of damage. I've got 5 of these things, and I've got the Ring of Royal Grandeur in the cube for now. The Final Witness I'm using because that causes shield glare to hit everything around me when I activate it, which is incredibly helpful. This just because I haven't found anything better yet. This I put on last night because I've been running into a lot of arcane, and that is very helpful to not get killed by it right away. Blessed of Hull, Justice spawns a Blessed Hammer when it hits an enemy, so I'm using Justice for my primary. Nemesis Bracers because the Shrines and Pylons then spawn elites. And in the cube I've got Guard of Johanna, which causes Blessed Hammer damage is increased by 250% for the first 3 enemies it hits. So that's why I'm getting right up to the elites when I use it, when I fight them. Because I stun or blind them, then I use my Blessed Hammer, and that's giving the effect of 250% increased damage and 386% increased damage to them then. So they're taking a huge amount of damage. So yeah, I'm using Gabriel's Van Braces in the cube because when Blessed Hammer hits 3 or fewer enemies, 100% of its wrath cost is refunded. Which, it only costs 10 wrath, I've got 124. Doesn't sound like a big deal, but when I'm using it constantly, I run out of wrath fast. And then, as I mentioned, the Ring of Royal Grandeur. But I could definitely use Ancient Shield. I could use Ancient Pants. I've got a lot of stuff that I could get Ancient. I'm going for the shield, kind of.
What a steal.
But I'm not really having much luck with it.
Isn't that nice? What a steal.
Yeah, I'm not really having a whole lot of luck with getting the equipment I would like. Whereas last season I seemed to get pretty lucky with that stuff. This season it's not going so well.
Don't be shy. What a steal. I've seen better.
Yeah, see, she only gave me 1 legendary that time. I'm working on the season journey. I'm working on Champion right now. I need to finish a level 70 Nephilim Rift on Torment 10 within 6 minutes. I did one in less than 7 minutes last night, but it wasn't quite fast enough to do it in less than 6. And then I need to level 3 Legendary Gems to 35, and I'll be done with this step of the journey. I've completed all 4 chapters and Slayer, and then there's Champion. I think there's like 2 more after that. I did master my set dungeon. I might actually show that real quick. I can't use this though. For that I need this in the cube, so I'm gonna have to take off those hammer jammers. No, wrong ones. I'm gonna see if I can build up a couple more. You know what? No, I'll just remove these ones. Trying to think, was that all I needed? I think that's all I had on me when I did it before. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna give it a try, see if I can finish the mastery objective. This one for the Seeker of the Light is down here in the waterlogged passage. I think I used that rune. So we have to cast Falling Sword 3 times in 15 seconds, 3 times. And do not get hit by a single mortar. Then I just need to kill all of the enemies and stuff within the time limit to master it. Which I did. I did master it already, but damn it.
My wrath is low.
Looks like I'm not doing something right here. Maybe I'm doing too much damage. I think that might be the deal. I'm killing them too fast for it to activate my, or for it to work the cooldown thing. There we go. I think I'm doing too much damage, so they're dying too fast for my hammers to reduce my cooldown as much as I need them to. That sucks.
Not ready yet. Had enough?
Because my hammers reduce the cooldown of my falling sword, but when they have to hit enemies to do it. And I don't think I think I'm doing too much damage for it to hit enough times to reduce it to where I need it.
Not yet.
Got that one done. Now I just have to avoid the mortars and kill everything else.
Not ready yet.
within the time limit.
The crusade marches on.
Which shouldn't be a problem. The biggest problem is to avoid those. That's going to be the thing that will get me if something does.
Like chaff before the wind.
I think there was one more of the mortar things back here. Maybe not. There we go, I mastered it again. So yeah. That was difficult at first, but once I got some more of the stuff that I needed, it made it a lot easier. But yeah, I've been having fun with this character. But that's it for this episode. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And as always, I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.